Party nerds, 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 party nerds.
What up, world? And what up, people? This is Grandmaster FAQS here to give you another installment of Party Nerds Presents Grandmaster FAQS. And I have a question for everybody. Actually, a question in the form of a statement. How solid has TV animation been lately? Now, we're talking about the vast array of what we have. Let's take into accord. I am a person who grew up in the nostalgia of course, Looney Tunes. Yes, that's right. I watched a full-grown bunny kiss a human being in the mouth, and I've seen a coyote who is literally on his last meal and has been hunting for life trying to get the Roadrunner. I've witnessed Tom and Jerry, a cat and a mouse, beat the living shit out of each other at all costs. It has just been overwhelming, the fun that I got watching animation as a kid. And this is also in accord to just the Saturday morning cartoons that I'd say most kids nowadays are just horribly missing. There was a time where us kids in the 80s would wake up on a Saturday morning like it was a school day. Like it was like 9 o'clock in the morning it would start. And it would stretch till Kung Fu Theater came on at 1 o'clock. So we're talking about, like, you start off with like the I would say the more immature childish shit. So you would have your Smurfs and your Alvin and the Chipmunks first, but then we cut straight into like Thundercats, Transformers, G.I. Joe, even the minuscule GoBots, Mask, Silverhawks. This is just a wide array of things that I've gotten to see. And I feel like a person of my age appreciates animation maybe a little bit more than somebody that's just jumped in and maybe started out watching Family Guy. Now, note, Simpsons has been on for what, 30 plus years now. 30 plus years. And then big shout out to that. You know, this is coming from a show that started out as a animation skit at the end of the Tracy Ullman show when I was a kid. You know, my mom used to watch it, and at the end, you would wait to see The Simpsons, the little bullshit at the end. Simpsons got so hot that I used to spray paint Bart Simpson on my jeans. I had the overalls with the Bart Simpson on the pant leg. Shit was hot. I ain't even on front. I almost got suspended for wearing them shits backwards, by the way. But let's talk about now, and I think it's more of a segue into what has followed. Now, I watch Family Guy, Simpsons, Futurama, just like the next guy, American Dad, all very great television. And the one thing about animation is that the beauty of it, there's a lot of things that they can get away with that reality cannot. You know, nothing seemed to be a little bit too PC. Like South Park will go into a subject that I'm sure if your favorite actor or actress did the same thing, they would be scrutinized. You can't scrutinize a artist and a comic writer. You have no idea who wrote that and who's behind the scenes. I mean, you may see the writers at the end of the credits, but there's nobody on the news getting bashed for like incredulously about an episode regarding a singular topic. Now, you take a show like South Park, and they've managed to annihilate everybody from Michael Jackson to Kanye West to Tom Cruise and John Travolta with Scientology, to Jesus Christ himself. It has been something that TV needed as a laugh, because people don't necessarily find the need to take jokes in a more serious matter than they do now. They see a joke and they think that you're automatically pointing it personally towards them. Which then brings us to what we're seeing today. Now, let's take, for instance, the enormous popularity of Rick and Morty that's on Adult Swim. I've been watching Rick and Morty since season 1, and I'm actually kind of jealous now that it's gotten so popular. I almost thought it was like my little dirty secret that I could watch that on my own, and not that many people knew about it. But, recently with season 3, it's become a cultural phenomenon. Maybe I was just sleeping on the fact of how popular and how instrumental it has become. Now, for those of you that don't know and don't watch Rick and Morty, I would suggest it. It is a highly intelligent scientist by the name of Rick and his grandson Morty. He also happens to have his daughter Beth and his granddaughter Summer, and also now this season he is the separated husband Jerry. God, man, the show is incredibly funny with a lot of content. Especially with Rick. I think Rick popularized himself with the season 3, episode 3 Pickle Rick episode. That literally was like the springboard for everybody to just get involved with this show. It was like, bro, this Pickle Rick episode is killing it right now. It probably got showed and went viral as much as possible with just little clips here and there, probably on YouTube, and shut shit down. Now, I'm sure that the show is taking a little piece from plenty of shows that are out there and has made and evolved into its own being. You will come to think when you do watch it that it's like it's a little bit of homage. The two gentlemen in particular, Rick and Morty, as Doc from Back to the Future and Marty. It literally looks like the same ones. Just like Doc looks like Rick. Morty doesn't look like Marty. He's just incredibly younger, but he just looks like the same character, and they just go through time traveling adventures with infinite timelines and through parallel dimensions. But Netflix as well has been killing the game. BoJack Horseman is another one that's out. Man, yo, thing's been on now. I'd say this is the 4th season. This is the 4th season of BoJack Horseman on Netflix. Now let's not count the fact F is for Family. That's also on Netflix, and they just started a new animation that started this week that I'm of course looking to check out. It's called Big Mouth. Nick Kroll is the creator of this new animation. F is for Family is Bill Burr, one of the funniest comedians out there. Jesus Christ. And BoJack Horseman is Will Arnett, who's also fucking funny as hell. It's just the fact that these well-endowed actors and comedians are throwing themselves behind animation because they know if they do the things themselves, it will be perceived as a little too PC. It will be perceived as touching subjects that shouldn't be touched because of the fact that nobody can take a joke anymore. Everybody is a comedian nowadays. Goddamn, you throw an Instagram or a Twitter page up, they're automatically snatching clips from it and making their own comedy out of it. So it's very hard to be unique and creative in this day and age. And when you do, you're like a genius. You're golden because everybody has a voice. Everybody does. Only the best can stand in front of people and just give it to you without having I would say, the fear of repercussions. It's pretty much that simple. Um, as we know, I mean, Simpsons is still on. Family Guy is still on the air. You catch Futurama Archer, that's on FX. Archer's still on FX. Archer's another show that is the shit. You know, Secret Spy, that is the most oppressive asshole you ever seen in life. And I just say, like, for animation to be this good, and for people our age, because yeah, we grew up at the time where, you know, yeah, we may have been a little bit desensitized by the cartoons that we watched as a kid. Yeah, I saw Optimus Prime get killed in the first half hour of Transformers the movie. Uh, Nobody ever got shot in the cartoon, but they got shot at. And in G.I. Joe the movie, was it Serpentor and all? I saw Duke get a snake thrown right through his heart. Was bleeding and everything. Man, as an 8-year-old kid, fucking went nuts. Duke was your dude. And all of a sudden, somebody just threw a spear through that dude, live in front of your face while you in the movie theater. You know how it feels to see like your favorite character? Well, no, I can't say you do. You know how it feels, because for all of you that watch Game of Thrones and watched the first season, you thought Ned was gonna be the shit till he got his head chopped off. I watched Transformers the movie. I was watching Transformers the cartoon TV series for 3 to 4 years, and within the first half hour of the movie, he gets blown up, shot to death. Him and Megatron have a gunfight. Somebody had to go. But that was our era. These were the cartoons that we watched daily. It made it all that more exciting. It did. It was great. Thundercats. Mumra and Skeletor were the from He-Man were like the pivotal dudes that just kept getting their ass whooped and just kept coming back. Like, I'll see you next week. I'll get you next time. It's the quintessential villain. Gets their ass kicked and say, I'm coming back again. That's what it is. These are the characters that were made for us. But now we have characters that really don't give a fuck what they say on camera. There is no villains. It is just a incorporation of characters that are thrown in front of your face. And through the stories that are created, is no possibility for you not to laugh. It's so good. It's that good. So that's all I have today. For those of you that would like to write a comment, please feel free to write down below. Party Nerds is coming back probably in the next couple weeks. Right now, we are all at New York Comic Con. Shout out to Darnell, Cage Nerd on Instagram, Jorge at Party Nerds, Dev, Aubrey, AJ, Ed, Bravo. You guys are doing your thing, man. They're going out there, they're representing. For those of you that are listening and watching, they are on the front lines every day, doing it for YouTube. All right? The people out there that are representing the nerd culture, the blurred culture, it's needed. And on behalf of myself and the platform that I have, I'm glad to be here for you. So, the next time you see us, or the next time you hear from me, maybe on the podcast 645 Tuesdays Wildfire Radio, or you can catch us on your podcast app at Party Nerds, or you can check me out on Party Nerds Presents Grandmaster FAQS. All right, you people have a good one. Peace.
Party nerds, 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 party nerds.